And let's have a closer look at those front pages, starting with The Sun, Josh.
Just want to get one more whiff. So good.
Cocoa butter.
It's really good. Okay,
If you want me to help with a complaint to HR, just let me know, Victor.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now get a move on, Rishi. That's the headline there of The Sun. And essentially, because they just squeaked through with that by-election last week, in Uxbridge, they've gone, you know what, that's it's a vote winner. Let's sort it out.
Yeah, because it won the votes. I think that's the definition of a vote winner.
454 votes.
But it was a seat. Everybody was predicting that it was definitely going to go to the Lib Dems or Labour or whatever. I mean, the Lib Dems...
There's no definite in politics, but the point is, he sees a glimmer of hope. The skies have aligned, a bit of pollution has let up, and now they're like, OK, this is the angle that we're going to be pushing. So one of the things is, and you know what, I hate them as well, low traffic neighbourhoods. I don't know have you got one near you? We had one put in near us, and the reason they put it in, and they didn't put it in to sort of make the traffic better, because a lot of these times they actually just push the traffic away and make it worse. They had some money in the budget, the local council, and they put it in, they implemented it to try it out, and it just absolutely backfired.
Right.
And my sister's got a business in Oxford. It's been totally ruined by one of these things. And it's, again, if it was proven to work, there's an argument there.
Yeah.
But in a lot of cases, it doesn't.
Yeah, but when you're bringing in communism, I think the last thing you want is actual an evidence base for how it's going to work out. And Victor, some of these things 20-mile-an-hour zones that were mentioned on another front page. I mean, I'm worried when I hit a 20-mile-an-hour zone. You know, you've got to drive slower than 20 miles an hour, which feels so slow. I'm worried I'm going to get picked up for curb crawling.
To be honest with you, it is bad for the drivers, but I like to ride my bike. I like the line bike, so 12 miles per hour is good for me. Yeah. But what I like about this story is, though, it shows that people power has some power. I mean, we really need to start using it, because before he wouldn't have said anything, but now that he's seen that the public are really against this, he's using it as a political weapon.
Well, some of the public, but yeah.
I think the majority is the way everyone's talking about it.
Well, yeah, it could be the end of sort of authoritarian, elitist governments, pushing.
I want to go that far.
Come on, I mean, in Scotland, there's some of the ideas, the climate ideas, green ideas that the SNP pushed through, because they think they're untouchable, they're never going to get voted out. And also, I mean, the Tories and Labour have been pretty indistinguishable up until quite recently on a lot of green issues.
It's about how these policies are implemented, and that is, I think, the frustration that a lot of people feel, is they don't feel listened to, like with Brexit, and that's, I think that's a real danger.
You can't implement that. It's just £12 to drive your own car.
Well, this is the thing.
How do you implement that? £1 a year?
Well, they have implemented it. They have done it in central London, and it has been successful.
But what's the point in doing it now when everybody's going electric? And by 2030, they're phasing out, they were going to phase out petrol and diesel.
Well, that's the difference thing. It's the chicken and the egg thing, where they put a date like that, and the idea is to push us towards that date. But then if they don't have the infrastructure built, then does it go back indefinitely or not? So they're even questioning that at the moment.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, going to central London makes sense. But Croydon, I mean...
No, I agree with you. What, going to Croydon doesn't make sense. I agree with you there.
Really.
Absolutely.
And moving on, what have you